All right, before I get into some videos with some real world examples of how the soil and the soil vapor and the groundwater data came together to help form a picture of what was going on at a client property, we're going to talk about groundwater. Now, it's the water that flows beneath the surface. So under our feet, there is soil, there's porous rock, gravel, fissures, and the water underneath us does travel through it, sometimes slowly. Sometimes it's a little bit like a very slow moving river, and sometimes it is more like a sloshy pool under us. If the water is contaminated, it can carry chemicals through the underground, sometimes far, even miles from where a problem started. And that's what makes this tricky, is that contaminated groundwater may not stay put. It might move. And as it moves, it can release vapors that migrate upward into buildings. And that is especially concerning if you have a property down gradient of a known source, meaning that the groundwater flows toward you, not away. Now, the word gradient here just means a slope, like how water flows downhill. And we can look at elevation data from monitoring wells to understand which way groundwater is moving, if we're lucky enough to have that data. But if we have it, the flow direction can help us figure out whether contamination found on a site started there or if it's coming from somewhere else. Because chemicals aren't like salmon. They aren't swimming upstream. So knowing what groundwater looks like above, on, and below a property can tell us a lot about where the problem's coming from. With groundwater, it's all about the movement, the flow, and the patterns. But unlike soil and soil vapor data, groundwater often has to be monitored over a long period of time to get a sense of what's really happening and how fast it is. But like the other data, it does just tell a part of a story and needs to work with the other information you have in order to know what's going on. So my job as a lawyer is to help interpret that data and understand the story so that my clients can protect themselves, understand their risks, and make good decisions.